What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with part 2 of my video on the TNA No Surrender 2009 pay-per-view that was last night, September 20th, 2009. Like I said, as I finished off on the Kevin Nash and Abyss match, I thought it was a very good match. Like I said, once again, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Very good match, very good match. Two big men that know how to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Now we got it was Beer Money and Team 3D versus the British Invasion and the tag team champions Scott Steiner and Booker T inside the Lethal Lockdown rules. Only beef I had with this match was that, like so many reviewers have said, and it's true, they just introduced this gimmick to the match, the Lethal Lockdown, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Had no build-up whatsoever. This beef, this match between these four teams, great build-up. Putting them in a Lethal Lockdown, not so much. That was just announced 1 week ago, and then 2 weeks ago, and then the next week you decide the man advantage, and that was it. Whatever. That's the only gripe I have with this match. But still, putting these four great teams inside a Lethal Lockdown cage with the weapons hanging from the ceiling, it can only result in a good match. First of all, so many people got to talk about Booker T and Scott Steiner, saying that they're old, they're over the hill, they can't do it no more. That's a load of baloney. All right, yeah, they're old, but can they get it done? Yes, they can. Scott Steiner is freaking launching people all over this ring, suplexing them over his head no matter how much they weigh. He didn't look winded at all. Steiner lining and suplexing everybody. He even pulled out the Frankensteiner out of nowhere, all right as soon as he got in the ring. All right, so the brother could still pull it off. And then Booker T is a legend, man. Booker T is sick with it. Yeah, he's old. You can tell when you look at his body, he's not the same as it was in WCW or early WWE days. But the dude still has those kicks. He can still fly. He can still do those jump kicks, whether off the top rope or that spin kick that he does. He does it all. You know what I'm saying, and he doesn't look wounded either. And they're in the ring with two other young teams in Beer Money and the British Invasion, putting them over, making them look great. You know what I'm saying? So I love Booker T and Scott Steiner. I think they're two veterans, and I like the fact that they got the TNA World Tag Team straps, because that's rich tag team heritage right there between the Steiner brothers and Harlem Heat. Beer Money, great up-and-coming young tag team. I was never a big fan of Robert Roode or James Storm, and now I am when they put them together. You know what I'm saying? Team 3D, enough said, 23 or 22 tag team champions. They did great. And British Invasion, another good young up-and-coming team, man. So you put them all in the cage, man. The British Invasion and the Scott Steiner Booker T team had the man advantage that was decided last week on Impact. So I think it started off James Storm and Doug Williams, I think it was, and then after that Brutus Magnus came out. Then after that Robert Roode came out. Then after that Devon came out. Then so all the way down to the ring was full. Once the ring was full with all 8 men from all 4 teams, the roof floor, the weapons, and it broke out, man. I thought this match was amazing. We had a double team suplex on the top of the cage by Beer Money, right on the crutch of the metal scaffolding that goes down into the cage. So it's like they split them right on that metal beam. They double suplex. I think it was Brutus Magnus. And then they did the Beer Money salute on top of the cage. Then you had Team 3D on the inside delivering a 3D. I think it was to Booker T. I think I don't remember. It's been a whole day, so I don't remember who. But the match was really good. Some really off the wall action in there. James Storm was busted open. Some blood shed. It was very good. Very good. Had a lot of good spots. You know what I'm saying? Some good double team maneuvers by Beer Money and 3D. And Beer Money ends up getting the pin with what I think is called the DWI, where they hold them up like that. One has them in a powerbomb, the other one has them in a neck breaker, and they do it at the same time. And 1, 2, 3, Beer Money and Team 3D win. The match had some good time. It was a nice long drawn out match, and I think it was amazing, man. I give this match 4 out of 5 stars. Then we went on to Bobby Lashley's TNA debut versus Rhino. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Lashley is an amazing athlete, and I think a decent, at least, if not very good wrestler. But this match had no build-up, man. You know what I'm saying? They just decided, okay, it's his debut, and we got nothing to do with Rhino, so let's just put Rhino in this. Rhino, may have been a legend in ECW, and I respect that. But as far as these last couple months, man, I think it's time to go, man. I don't think he really has much left. And whatever. They just put him in this match, and the only build-up they had for this was, since they announced it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Dixie Carter announced that Bobby Lashley's first match would be against Rhino. I think the next Impact they had some black and white footage through a surveillance camera of Rhino jumping Bobby Lashley in his gym. That's it. Then no comments from Bobby Lashley other than I'm gonna knock his butt out That's it. Nothing. No build-up whatsoever. So this match I wasn't excited for. I knew Bobby Lashley was going to win because don't nobody lose their debut unless they're not going to use them at all. And the way that this guy's been hyped up, he's going to win. The match was a little longer than I thought it would be. Rhino controlled a lot of it, and Rhino's a very boring wrestler. And Bobby Lashley gets the win at the end. Rhino hits a gore, and Bobby Lashley kicks out. Surprise. Then after he kicks out, Rhino sets up for another gore, and then he comes running full speed, and Bobby Lashley just turns around and just knocks him out, dude, with like a vicious punch, bro, right in the mouth, bro, as he's coming in, dog. They showed it in slow motion and everything. And he knocked him out, 1, 2, 3. That was the match. You know what I'm saying? Some people are complaining, saying, "Oh, a right cross for a finishing move is a stupid move." That's not his finishing move, people. I doubt it. I doubt TNA would be that dumb to make that his finishing move. I just think that was in the heat of the moment. That's what they used for this particular match. I think his finisher is still going to be either the spear that he used on Kevin Nash a couple weeks ago or the running power slam that he used in the WWE. It's not going to be a right-handed punch. Calm down. But that is how he won this match. He knocked Rhino clean into next week. Got the 1, 2, 3. I give this match, 2.5 stars. It was nice to see Bobby Lashley back in the ring. That's the only redeeming factor or redeeming value of this match. So, then after that, I believe we had the main event of the night, which was Kurt Angle defending his TNA World Heavyweight Championship against the Icon Sting, against the Blueprint Matt Morgan, and against the phenomenal AJ Styles. This match was very, very good. Okay, I'm gonna just say it right off the bat. Everybody delivered. Sting was great. AJ Styles was, pardon the pun, phenomenal. Kurt Angle showed why he's the greatest true wrestler on the planet, and Matt Morgan had an incredible, showcase in this main event. Basically, the match was really good because right off the bat, let me see if I can get this before the time runs out. Right off the bat, they introduced all four competitors. And all of a sudden you hear Hernandez's music hit. Remember I told you I didn't rate the Eric Young and Hernandez match because it set up something later on? Well, here it comes. Music hits. He says he's cashing in his Feast or Fire match. His Feast or Fire suitcase for the match. So now it's a 5-way. And Kurt Angle slaps Hernandez in the face, and Hernandez hauls off and beats the living stuffing out of this guy. And Sting, AJ, and Matt Morgan are just standing there, smiling, watching Kurt Angle get dominated. And Hernandez picks up Kurt Angle in that vertical suplex and literally holds him up there for what must have been 30 seconds. 30 actual 1, 2, 3 like that seconds. They're all just watching him now, whatever. He drops Kurt Angle, throws him out of the ring, and he's only focused on Kurt Angle. So he chases Kurt Angle out of the ring, beating Kurt Angle's butt all up and down the ramp, all the way to the entranceway. Finally, the bell rings. Sting and AJ go to work on Matt Morgan. And while Hernandez is beating down on Angle at the rampway, Eric Young comes out, hits him in the back of the leg, I think it is, with a nightstick. And then he gets Hernandez, and they kind of flop this. You can tell because his head never even looked like it hit the floor, but still, Eric Young's a little dude trying to do this on a big dude. I give him credit for at least attempting it. He got Hernandez, and he pile drived him right there on the entrance ramp. On that surgically repaired neck, Hernandez out of the match. So the putting the Feast or Fire suitcase for this match was kind of useless. So he's out of the match. Eric Young leaves. In the ring, Sting and AJ going to work on Matt Morgan. They take care of Matt Morgan, and then they score off one-on-one, which was really good because everybody wanted to see the teacher and the student go at it. AJ nails that phenomenal drop kick, whatever. Then Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan get back in the ring, and the match goes off. Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan start working together throughout the match, taking care of Sting and AJ, whatever. Long story short, at the end of the match, Sting just goes buck wild. Sting goes on fire and starts beating the tar out of both Angle and Matt Morgan, back and forth. Sting gets that second wind and goes crazy. And as he's doing that, he's got both of them down, and then he turns around and AJ's walking in the ring, and they have a stare down real quick, from across the ring, and everybody's getting crazy because they think it's going to happen. And Sting just looks at AJ and turns around, turns his back on them, and dives out of the ring to knock out Matt Morgan, who's on the outside of the ring, basically saying, "It's your time, young one. Here's your shot." Turned around and left him in the ring. AJ said, "All right." AJ did a springboard 450 splash, slammed Kurt Angle, 1, 2, 3. Your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles. I love how this match turned out. All his family and fans rushed the ring. He was the new champion. Very emotional, very great, and it was all thanks to his hard work and Sting bringing him back from about to retire and then giving him the shot right there at the end of the match, giving him the assist. So TNA No Surrender, great pay-per-view. I give it a 7 out of 10.